Hey, Xander Holt here, the primal sex expert. And today I'm going to answer a question that I get asked quite a bit. What are my thoughts on NoFap and semen retention? Are they good for you? Are they not good for you? Do you practice that yourself? Well, I'm going to answer those questions, but first of all, let me get clear on these terms because there's a lot of misconception out there. NoFap, a lot of people think NoFap means no masturbation or anti-masturbation. And that's not really what it is. NoFap is a kind of a support community in terms of getting off of porn addiction. And there is a technique that they recommend that you go off of masturbation for a while, at least masturbation to porn for 90 days, to reset the brain's dopamine system, in order to get better erections. And I'm totally on board with that. In fact, I did that initially. It wasn't even called NoFap. I don't think NoFap was even out then. But I was addicted to porn for decades. And it definitely had a significant impact on my erections and my lasting power. So that was a very good thing. So in terms of, if we're talking about what NoFap really is, yeah, I'm a proponent of it. Porn addiction is really detrimental to your sexual performance and your sexual enjoyment. It's not that I'm anti-porn in terms of any kind of moral reasons, not at all. I think that, people getting naked and having sex is perfectly fine. But when you're addicted to watching it, it definitely affects your brain and it affects your erections. So I'm big onto getting off of porn addiction. And NoFap is a way of doing that. But I am not anti-masturbation. I am actually pro-masturbation if it's done correctly. And in fact, in my course, Rock Hard for Life Formula, we talk about power masturbation. So it's a very effective way to masturbate that actually makes you last a lot longer versus the kind of masturbation we grow up with, like an unhealthy kind of masturbation where we are feeling guilty, we're trying to rush through it, we don't want to get caught, and it actually causes us to learn how to ejaculate quickly, and it causes us to feel guilty and to feel like less of a man. And that I'm against, bad masturbation habits. But good masturbation habits, I'm all for, because when you go into a sexual situation, it should be all about the experience, in my opinion. When I go into a sexual situation, it's not about practice for me. I'm not practicing on lasting as long as I want. I know how to do that from stuff that I do on my own. Now, power masturbation is just one part of that. We have a whole system in the Rock Hard for Life formula to learn how to last as long as you want. And power masturbation is a powerful tool in that. It's not even a required tool. You don't have to do it. But, man, it can make things a lot easier for you to last as long as you want if you know how to do a good power masturbation. And for me, people ask me personally, yeah, if I'm not having sex, I'm usually doing a power masturbation that day. Okay, so I'm usually having either sex with myself or someone else on a daily basis. Now, semen retention. That is, what semen retention is that you're not allowing yourself to ejaculate. Okay, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of good studies on this. But I can tell you that from personal experience, I don't think it's a good idea to ejaculate every day. New semen, new sperm gets produced and it comes into healthy production every 48 to 72 hours. Like if you go to donate sperm or you go to get a fertility test, they're going to ask you not to masturbate for at least 48 hours, but no more than 72 hours. Because after 72 hours, the sperm quality actually starts to degenerate somewhat. So my thoughts on this are, it's probably best to not go more than a week or so without ejaculating. Or at the very most, a month. I mean, but there's yogis and tantric people I know that go months and months. And some people even talk about years going on without ejaculating. I doubt seriously that's good for you. I'm sure it's building up a lot of energy. You know, I will go sometimes weeks, you know, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. It builds up a lot of energy without ejaculating. But it also has this whole, if you don't use it, you'll lose it principle. Same thing with masturbation. You know, if you especially if you're an older gentleman and you're not getting regular erections, it's a whole you don't use it, you don't lose it. Masturbation can be a really good thing there. Well, if you don't ever ejaculate or you don't ejaculate very often, okay, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, particularly if that sperm quality is decreasing. So my recommendations are power masturbation so that you can last as long as you want, or at least helps you last as long as you want. And, you know, not ejaculating at a minimum once a month. At a minimum, I would say every 3 or 4 days is probably even better. Those are my opinions on that. That's what I practice myself, and I hope you found good value out of that. If you want to learn a lot more about that, I mean, get really deep into learning how to last as long as you want, get those stage 4 rock hard erections, be a primal beast in the bedroom, and just work on that day after day after day, getting a little bit better every day. We actually have a special deal going on in April for the Rock Hard for Life Inner Circle. It's our paid group where we actually do that. We coach you every day. It's normally $37 a month. It's 30 days free in April, and then it's $19.99 a month if you decide you want to stay. So I'm going to put a link below if you want to do that. And if you want just our free Facebook group where we do give free tips in there, it's not nearly as extensive as the Inner Circle, but it's still great to join, and that's completely free. Link below. All right, I hope you found great benefit out of this video. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And until next time, go out and be a beast.